Stay young learning how to
Would like to be in
sell.
the top 1% in anything, whether it's in sales, in your job, in your profession, in your income. I believe most of us do. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. So today I will talk to you about how to sell from this book, Six Figure Sales Secrets by Marcus Chan. I will share in three ideas from this book: the 90-10 rule, the 80-20 rule, and finally, the top 1% rule. I want to give some background on these three rules and about Marcus Chan. Why did I select this book and interested in Marcus Chan in the first place? Well, I saw some advertisement in the email about how good he is. So I went to the YouTube and I looked it up, and I was not impressed with how he talked. I thought he even stutters a little bit. But then I start researching some more and find out he's a super salesman. And now he has his own training sales force. And he helped people that makes $30,000 selling business to business software. And in 3 months, he brings them down to up to 250,000 in a very short time, 3 months. So I thought I better not look down on this guy just because he doesn't talk that well, it seems like in YouTube. So I bought the book and I read it. He described how, in the beginning of his journey, when he was starting selling business to business, his manager just say, "It's a numbers game. Just go knock on doors. Keep going from business and business. If you knock enough doors, you will get some sales." He did that for the first week. He knocked on more doors than any other sales rep in his company. Zero. The numbers game did not work for him. He tried another week, and the boss, it just keep going, keep going. It's a numbers game. Work, knocked another door, knock, 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 calling business after business, rejection after rejection, zero. It did not work for him, the numbers game. His girlfriend asked him, "Why don't you read some books about sales? Maybe you will improve." So he read this book. One of the books is called Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. And Tony Robbins, what he remembered was in the book, if you want to get better results, ask better questions. So he started asking questions, better questions. And out of that, he discovered secrets of how to have six-figure sales incomes. There's a lot of different ideas, and some of them talk about ratios and talk about going to the decision makers and talk about closing words and kind of tweaking your pitch. It's a matter of delivery, changing a tonality, changing a pace. And even when you call an appointment, instead of saying, acting like every other salesman, very polite, this and that, he suggests you talk like you're a friend. "This is so and so. Can I talk to one of the decision maker?" So you act basically talk like you know that person and that person really have a good relationship with you. And he said out of that, 90% or 70 to 80%, the receptionist or the person will connect you to the decision maker. So that helped me a lot. But what I want to talk about is the 90-10 rule. The 90-10 is saying that your pitch, your presentation is just 10% of selling. The other 90% has a lot to do with how you your questions that you ask. So again, tie back to Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. If you want better results, ask better questions. So I got a lot from that. And the second one is called the 80-20 rule. That comes from the Pareto principle, the Pareto economist. He was an Italian economist in Italy, and he noticed some unusual thing. He noticed that 80% of the ones of the houses are owned by 20% of the people. So he called this the Pareto principle, 80-20. So 20% of what we do will get 80% of the result. 20% of the members in a Toastmasters club will give 80% of the speeches. 20% of our time in anything throughout the day will get 80% of the result. Just focus on the 20%. This is true for sales. This is true for anything in life. You will get your results. Focus on that 20%. Finally, the top 1% rule. He uses the acronym, his own last name, C.H.A.N, the C.H.A.N code for the top 1%. Top 1% means at least 100,000 to 999,000. Less than a million, because a million with seven figures. But a lot of his salespeople are actually making 250, 300, 500,000, even a million plus. But now it's getting to the seven figure. So the way to be in the top 1% in anything, including sales, is follow C.H.A.N, C.H.A.N. C means cut the excuses. Don't have any excuses for yourself. Do not say, oh, these clients are too hard. This business is too hard. Don't go to this territory. Don't go to, and no, he went to the worst territory. He was given as a manager the worst territory before he owned his own business. And he can become top again because he didn't go for excuses. And then H stands for hustle daily. Just keep work at it. A stands for always improve. Always ask questions. How can I improve? How can I go on? The Kaizen method. And finally, N stands for never give up. So there you go, have it. Follow the 90-10 rule, follow the 80-20 rule, follow the top 1% rule, and all of us will excel in wherever field we are in. Back to you.